What's up, Big Blue fans? It's your man Mayzo from Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Hey, before I start, let me tell you in that pregame analysis, let me tell you something. Did you see Clay from Brooklyn? Did you see him in that last episode? Yes, he's away again, and he did not have his gear. He didn't have his headgear on. What's going on? Every time you show up to a game, you gotta have your helmets, right? The team's gotta have the helmets, and what else? We gotta have our New York Giant gear on. So come on, you gotta have the New York Giant gear on. Clay, let me look in the. I'm in the Big Blue, all about Big Blue studio right now. Let me look for something. Clay, we're throwing the flag on you on that one. Throwing the flag on that one. Next time, have all your gear before you show up and talk to our fans. Come on, Clay. Come on, Clay from Brooklyn. What's up, man? Hey, like he said, I'm the optimist. He's the realist. And you see how he's starting to come on my side now, right? He's slowly coming over. Okay, the Giants are 0-2 for the season. And the Chiefs, hey, they're 0-2 also. And we know what's going on. The Chiefs, it's like almost like a do or die game for them. If they lose now, with the way San Diego is playing, they might not even make the playoffs, which is unheard of for the Chiefs, in recent years. Then you got, the whole thing where, the NFL and ABC, NBC, they kind of want the Chiefs to be in there, with the Travis Kelce and the matrimony thing and all that, yeah, hey, and so there may be, I'm not saying there will be, but there may be a few calls that might be a little questionable, in Kansas City's favor. But I won't say that. It'll be because the Giants, it'll be the Giants home opener and they'll be ready. Did you see how the Giants played in the last game against Dallas? I mean, okay, we lost. Yeah, finally we lost, but the offense woke up. The offense really woke up. Russ was cooking. Cooking. So hey, and then Malik Neighbors, he was doing his thing out there, and then Wandale Robinson. What was amazing about Wandale? Is it David calling plays? Because they finally realized the little outs to Wandale, he can do more than that. I mean, he's a professional football player. Was hitting them deep down the seam. I mean, you can't ask for nothing better than that. Wandale was wide open. And Russ was throwing his moon balls, and Wandale was doing his thing too. And hey, let's talk about Russ for a minute. Russell Wilson, he's thrown for 618 yards so far this year. He's ranked second in the NFL. Yes, he was cooking. Russell Wilson was cooking. And hey, Malik Neighbors, right now, he has 14 catches right now for like 238 yards. And, I think Russ has found his guy, found them. I'm finally throwing to our main guy. He's finding a way to get him the ball, which is great. And, a fan favorite. You hear me and Clay from Brooklyn say it all the time, but I gotta say it. Cam Skidaboo! Scatterboo was doing his thing too. He was like running over guys, and he's got good hands, picking up the blitz. He was doing, and I have to say this. Wait a minute. I definitely have to say, the offensive line didn't do a really bad job. They did actually a good job keeping the Dallas defensive line off of Russ, giving him some time to step up and throw those moon balls. So I'm going to give big ups to the offensive line. They're not perfect, but they did a better job than they've done in the past, which is not really saying a lot, right? Because they haven't been really good. But, I digress. I will say this. Our defensive line, they played well. Still, we got gashed a couple of times with some runs, in our last game, but that's not going to happen against the Chiefs. Our secondary, they're going to be tested by Mahomes. You know that. They're going to be tested. But I will say this. The Chiefs' offensive line is going to be tested by our guys. Our guys, Burns is coming. Abdul Carter is coming. They're coming hard and heavy. They're coming out to get them. they're gonna say, "Hey, how you doing?" They're gonna be, clapping five to get to Mahomes. And then we're gonna see the sexy Dexy dance. You know that sexy Dexy's gonna be doing this thing. He's gonna stop the run and he's gonna match those guys. And as Clay would say, get out of the club and throwing offensive linemen out the way and getting to Mahomes. You just see Mahomes is running a lot more this year than he has in the past, but he better not do that against the Giants. Big Blue is coming. Big Blue is coming. I see Jackson Dart may get in this game too. And I see him throwing, I just see it. I see him throwing a seam pass to Theo Johnson. And he'll fall in love with our tight end. And Theo's gonna have a big game. I see Theo Johnson having a big game. I see again, Sexy Dexy's gonna be doing his thing. You know that. Darius Slayton, he's gonna be getting the ball a lot in this game. I do see a shootout. I see a shootout. And Tyrone Tracy, he's gonna break. I can see him breaking some big runs in this game too. Maybe this is me. I'm the optimist for the Giants. I see the Giants having a really good game. This is the season opener. Season opener. It's Sunday Night Football. The Big Blue is gonna show up. Big Blue is gonna show up. And you know what? Be on upset alert. Be on upset alert. Big Blue's gonna show up. And the big time scoring game. 27-24, Big Blue. You heard it here. I'm your man from Mayzo, Football with the Fellas, all about Big Blue. Do what we always ask you to do. We want you to smash that subscribe button, click on the likes, and let me know what you think. What do you think? First of all, what do you think about Clay from Brooklyn and not having his hat and what he said? What do you think about what he's saying? And what do you think about me? What do you think what I said? Do you think the Giants are going to win against the Chiefs? Let me know. Put that down in the comments. Hey, y'all. It's always a pleasure to be hanging out with you guys. Appreciate all your support. And as we always say, Football with the Fellas, all about Big Blue. It's your man Mayzo. Peace. Big shout out to El Marquis Productions, the talent behind the music and production here at Football with the Fellas. It's all about Big Blue. Their beats bring energy and excitement to every episode. El Marquis' skills in mixing, mastering, and creating top quality sound make the podcast come alive each week. For your own projects, check out elmarquisproductions.com and take your sound to the next level.